One of the leading causes of people coming in to see me for therapy are sexual differences, how to have this sexual talk. They basically have no idea. Every time they bring sex up in their relationship, because it's got such a negative focus to it, it turns into a terrible problem. And when sex becomes a negative topic, it basically means two people are not listening to each other, that two people have different needs about what they need sexually, and they're not able to express it. So they usually resort to bringing it up. One person is defensive, the other person is pushing, and it turns out terribly. One person feels very guilty, one person feels blamed, one person feels lack of desire, one person feels like they're being mauled. I mean, the feelings from that one interaction just continue to taint the relationship. So I thought it will be helpful to make a video about how to bring up addressing your sexual needs with your partner. And this is the first thing: pick the right time without distractions, not in the bedroom, not when you've just had sex, after you've just had sex, not before you have sex in the evening. The best time is a totally unrelated time. Maybe it's breakfast, maybe it's over coffee in the backyard, maybe it's over a few drinks. But what's most important is you're both relaxed and there are no distractions of little kids or phones or TV on in the background. Plan what you're going to say. Plan exactly how you want it to go. And you want it to go well, right? You want to be heard, and you want to be a good listener for your partner. Start with positives. Tell your partner everything you love about having sex with them and why this is so important to you. Maybe because I love you and I want to be physically close. When I'm physically close to you, I feel very connected. And I need this. I need this emotionally and physically. Don't ever blame your partner. Stick with I statements. I'm feeling disconnected right now. I feel like I'm rejected when I bring up sex. I feel like you think I'm dirty. I feel like you think I'm ugly. I feel like you think I stink or that I'm unworthy of you. Whatever it is you're feeling, it's important you tell your partner. But don't ever say, you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel, or because you won't, this is how I feel. Your partner is not to blame for your feelings. And repeat that to yourself until you get it. Your feelings are coming as your reaction to what your partner's behavior is doing or what your partner is saying. Ask your partner, I'd like to know what's going on from your point of view. How do you feel about this? And then listen. Don't interrupt them and don't interject and don't assume. It's important you really listen to them so well that you can ask them questions such as, when did you first start feeling this way? Or, have I hurt you? Have I done something that has contributed to this feeling? And then you might say, well, I don't even know how to bring whatever it is up. Like, what are the topics? Well, one of the topics, as I've already alluded to, is how you're feeling. Secondly, the frequency. A lot of couples have trouble when one person's sexual appetite is higher than the other. And maybe once a month it's good enough for your partner, but it's not for you. So you want to open that up and see what the two of you can brainstorm together. Maybe more touching, maybe more kissing is what you need in between the weeks if you're going to settle on once a month for sex. It's important that you both deal with this and attack or fix the problem, not each other. Don't expect each other to change. Expect that the two of you are going to work together so each person's needs can be satisfied. Talk about what you like and don't like. And when you say what you don't like, rather than attacking them, it might be good to say, I prefer. I think you prefer this, but I prefer this kind of touch. Or when you touch me like this, could you just do this on my neck? My neck is it's very sensitive. And I notice that when you touch my neck, it feels better. Deal with the differences that you like or don't like about each other. I think everybody has certain smells that turn them on or off. They have certain music, lighting. Some people don't want lights on, and if you turn the lights on, it makes them recoil. They don't like that feeling of lights or watching. Talk about your boundaries. What are your boundaries? How far are you willing to go? Things like, I will never do a third person, or I don't like anal sex, or I don't like oral sex. It's important you have boundaries, but don't be closed down to open saying, I don't like oral sex, but I like to French kiss, and I like kisses all over my body. Those kinds of things are how you open up a conversation and talk to your partner honestly. And also, one of the topics is sexual health and protection. Like, if you don't want children and you're in a time where you're dating and this is one of the people, it's very important that you talk about contraceptives and your sexual health, that you don't want intimacy between the two of you to end up being a health condition that you have to deal with for the rest of your life. And that's very important. So I think when you set the stage like this and you begin talking about it like this, you're going to do a lot better with being able to talk openly about sex. Remember, this is not one conversation. This is many. Sexual health is as important as how you're feeling, your emotional health. So try this out and let me know in the comments how you're feeling.